What's up, my blazing nation? It's your boy Just Blaze, and I'm back. I'm back. And what I have for you right now is roasted chicken, steamed broccoli, and French fries, waffle fries. We're gonna get into this prayer, and then we're gonna start talking. To Almighty up above that watches over me, watches over my family, and my health and my family's health. I give you the most praise to the highest of high. I love you, and I hope you continue to watch over us and give us good health and make sure we have food in our stomach. Amen. I'm back. I'm back. And before I start off anything, I want to give a shout out to my brother, Marvin Cox. His birthday's today, September 3rd. And I want to give a shout out to my cousin in Trinidad, Siobhan Cox, aka Siobhan Kudre. You understand? Her birthday was September 12th. So basically, we have September babies in my family because I'm September 24th. You know what I'm saying? Even like Libra babies in my family because after me, after my birthday, is my daughter's birthday and she's October 3rd. So that's how it goes. But we're going to get into this. Before I do anything, let me put the ketchup on the fries. Because in my last video, when my dad was watching me, he's like, "I didn't put ketchup on the fries. Why you put ketchup on the fries?" And he was like really going in about it too. Like while I was eating, he's like, "Where's the ketchup on the fries?" I got the ketchup here. Let me shake it up well. Boom. Ketchup on the fries. There we go. In case you didn't know, every video I make, after I make the video, I show it to my dad. Because my mom is gone. She passed away. What was it, 2019? Yeah. She passed away. So, like, whatever video I make, I show it to my dad to see if he would even watch it. And then he'll tell me yes or no, or I should do this, I should do that, and what I should do. And I take everything he say in the heed. You understand? I'm not the smartest person in the world. Just like I called my brother on his birthday today, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do a video, and these are the topics I'm gonna talk about." And then he was like, "Yeah. The minute they say no, I'm gonna just throw it out. Like, no, because if I'm the only one that thinks it's cool and everybody else thinks it's not, then what's the point? You understand? Well, I'm gonna get into this food before it gets cold. And this food was brought to you by me and my dad. He made a certain amount of stuff. I made a certain amount of stuff because we know how to cook. I learned from him. I learned from my moms. I learned from my grandmother. I learned from my Auntie Glenn. I learned from my Auntie Shirley. You understand what I'm saying? I learned from it. I learned from everyone that was around me because I would just pick up whatever they're doing. I didn't ask questions. I would just watch them. Get it? But with my moms and my dad and my aunties and my uncles and stuff, I would ask questions because they're not gonna get mad if I do. Anyway, let me eat. Damn, it's still warm. I mean, like ripping apart warm. Shoot, most places you go, you can't even find that. Ripping apart still warm. Normally it's so tough. You don't even want it. And again, I apologize for my wolf face, but I made a bet. If anybody's seen the previous video, you know what the bet was about. If you ain't see the previous video, then go back and check the video before this one. Not this video, the video before this one, and it will explain why my face look like this. A bet's a bet. I gotta grow my hair out for the rest of this month. And that's the bet. So if you see me, don't try to throw soda at me. Don't try to like say anything crazy. I made a bet with other people, and this is the bet. I didn't lose no bet. The bet is who can grow their hair out and how long will it grow. That's the bet. I'm gonna do my talking at the same time. I got my notepad here. That's probably what I do. It was hilarious today. I didn't laugh. So before I get into the story, I want to let you guys know I didn't laugh. But it was funny. It was super, super funny. But I did not laugh. I could have and should have, but didn't. But it's whatever. I was on my way to the grocery store. Okay. Grocery store is not that far from me, so there's no reason for me to drive. I could just walk. And on my way walking there, you hear it in the back of your head. A whole bunch of motorcycles coming. You can hear it. It's not. You hear it. Regardless if it's in a distance or if it's close to you, you can hear a bunch of motorcycles coming. The motorcycles came close to me. So then I'm ready to cross the street. And before the light turned red, this dude just fly right past. And so did all of his biker friends, because you know they always travel in packs. You understand what I'm saying? So they're all traveling in a cluster of bikes, all traveling in packs. Funny. And the only reason why I say it's funny, even though it's not funny because it was messed up, every biker went past me and they either beat their horn, boop, 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 or they didn't say nothing. Because some of them knew me and some of them didn't. So I was like, all right, what up? You know, what up? And then one of them I didn't even know from Adam the Wall. But he looks at me and goes to do a Papa Willie. And he has this girl in the back. And this is one of those Dave Chappelle moments when being a thug goes wrong. This is one of those moments when showing off goes wrong. I mean, like, seriously wrong. Because this guy trying to show off for no reason. You didn't have to do all of that. Yeah, you're on a bike. I got it. You ain't got to do nothing extra. I feel you, bro. You do you. You do you. He does the Papa Willie. Bike flies that way and he's on the ground. And I couldn't even laugh. Only thing I'm thinking is girl alright? And is he alright? You trying to do like so much extra stuff when you should have just rode your bike, and if you wanted to like give respect, beep the horn or push your hand out. You know what I'm saying? Nod your head. Do something. You don't have to do it properly. For what? What was what was that proving? That you have a bike and I don't? You have to do none of that. All of that was extra for no reason. Now your bike slams into another car. So now what? You got to deal with insurance, which makes no sense. Now you got to deal with insurance for you and for that car, right? And then you still got to go to the hospital for yourself and for your girl. Does that make any sense? Make that make sense. And then I'm still gotta go to the grocery store. I'm not gonna let that affect my day. That's his business. He got to deal with that. That's not me. That's not me. I didn't see nothing at the end of the day. That's not me. I still gotta go to the grocery store. Make that make sense. Anyway. I'm gonna eat that too. And then the crazy part is I have to go through more nonsense. More nonsense. Which gets me mad. It really upsets me. Not in the way where you get mad, but it just upsetted me. I'm at the grocery store. And then I see somebody I haven't seen for a long time. So me, I'm just not even trying to even like talk to them. I'm just like go about my business and keep going. You know, you just want to like shop and not even pay them any money. But sometimes you can't. And then I bump into this person. And then she tells me, "Oh my God, what up, Just Blaze? You lost mad weight." And I just looked at her, and my eyes I don't know if y'all just saw what I just did, but my eyes just flickered like real fast, like, what? Like, excuse me? Like, if you haven't seen somebody in a long period of time, don't talk about their weight first. The first thing you're supposed to say is, how you doing? How's it been? What's going on with you? You don't bring up their weight at all. Because guess what? Don't get mad when I bring up your weight. You understand what I'm talking about? So now she's looking at me and she's saying, "Oh my God, you lost so much weight." And the only thing that's going through my mind, and I'm like, I'm getting hoarse right now because I want to say so much, but at the same time, I don't know how much I should say. I'm trying to edit myself. But I remember I tried to talk to her, and she didn't want to talk to me off of the fact that I was fat. If you get what I'm saying. I used to be 375 pounds. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm roughly what? 219, 220, give or take a day, give or take what I eat, depending upon. I might go up to 213, 223 or 225, and then I might go back down to 219, 218, 217. You understand what I'm saying? So, soon as you see me, the first thing you think about is saying you lost so much weight. And then, like, in my mind, I want to flame her so bad. I really, really want to flame her. Because all the weight I lost, it looked like she gained it. Like, I kid you not. She's at least, like, 300. I kid you not, like 300. Probably, like, 299, 289. 301, 302, 304, whatever. Something like that. In that category, her body mass is bigger than mine. And I'm not saying nothing bad about it, but for you to actually like just come up on me and then the first thing you bring up is my weight, and then I'd be wrong right now if I brought up her weight, right? I'd be wrong if when she said, "You lost so much weight." And I'd be wrong if I said, "You gained all the weight I lost." People would hate me. People, like, for real? Are you serious? Ask me if I'm married. Ask me if I have kids. Ask me if I went to college. You know what I mean? Ask me if I got a degree. Don't say, "Damn, you lost so much weight." That opens up the opportunity for me to actually say something to you. But I'd be wrong if I did that, right? I'd be wrong. Because I'm slender now. I'd be wrong. But whatever. And then I started laughing too. In my mind, not in her face. Because I'm like, of course I lost so much weight. I'm looking at her basket, her cart full of food. It's full of Taki chips. And it's filled with those nuggets you get from the freezer. And it's filled with like so much fatty food. And then when you look at my cart, I got broccoli, I got string beans real string beans, not in the can. I got beets, red beets, real red beets, not in the can. You gotta fix up yourself. You understand what I'm saying? I got chicken, like you see right here. I got potatoes. I have all these stuff in my cart. While in her cart is like stuff that's ready to make or it's fatty food. And I ain't saying nothing, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, of course you're big. You got food that you don't have to cook, it's just ready to heat up. And I got food that's vegetables. I got carrots. I got all this other stuff. What are you expecting? You understand what I'm saying? That's like my insignificant other one that I was with or whatever. We going through some crap right now. But even she eats healthy. She's avocados. She's this. She's that. She's that. She's that. Truth be told, she's probably the healthiest person I've ever talked to. At the time, I probably didn't give her roses like I was supposed to, and that's my fault, not hers. But she's probably like the healthiest person I've ever talked to. Whatever. I don't know if she's hearing this or not. Hell, she's the one that introduced me to seafood. Other than my mom, she's the one that introduced me to seafood. My, I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say a name, but the person I was with, and now we're going to do some stuff. She introduced me to seafood. She educated me through seafood. Honestly speaking, I never used to want to eat half of the stuff she used to eat, and then like we're together, so she'll push her fork into my mouth and be like, "Yeah, eat this, eat this," and I wouldn't even want it. I'd be like, "No, I don't want this. I'm not eating squid. I'm not eating fried squid. And I'm not eating this. I'm not eating that. I'm not eating mussels. You know, I didn't eat crab. I ain't lobster. I ain't none of that." And then she would come with the like seafood boils and stuff like that, and then she would show me how to eat it, and then little by little I started liking it. Didn't know I would. It amazed me. My kids like it too. Should give it to the kids. They like it. My daughter Talaja, she was quick for it. Real quick. every time she would come with the food, her daughter told her to cook to run to the table. And I see my other daughter, Janaya, she come at her own pace. Just because the food just came, don't make sure you want to eat it right now. You understand? And then my son, he has his own little pace too. But then eventually you come with the food at, with the food at, and then you would have to tell him it's right there, and then he'd be like, all right, and then he'd just go get his food himself and do the thing. But she had us on the seafood tip. And I remember she would take me to these seafood places and these seafood boils. And it was amazing, which surprised me. I didn't think I would even like it. Really talk. I really, really, really didn't think I would. Thinking back now, right now, I wish I paid more attention to what she was saying. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was like why I didn't pay attention to what she was saying was, and I'm getting into this subject right now, which makes sense. That it goes to people that's always on their phone. If you're with your boo, man or girl, it doesn't really matter who it is, right? Don't be on the phone. Do not be on the phone. There's no reason for you to have your phone with you. You're with your man or your boo. And I had the discussion with my brother today before I even decided to take this. Cause I told him I don't like when people are on their phone and they're with their girlfriend or boyfriend or their boo or whatever it is and you're doing something. So then he said everybody should know that. So then I told him common sense ain't that common. So then he froze and he was like, all right, that does make sense. You know what I mean? And my brother to me is like one of the smartest people I know. So once he's frozen, was like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. I know I'm on to something. Common sense is not that common to people. I don't know about animals, but common sense is not that common. Point blank. Something that you know that makes sense to somebody else, you gotta educate them because they're stupid. But if you are on a date or you like somebody or you just naturally chilling with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your baby mother, your baby father, whatever the hell the case may be, don't look at your phone. Leave the phone wherever it is. Go charge it. Go do something with it. Unless you are a doctor, which have to be on call all the time, a lawyer, which have to be on call all the time, or a drug dealer, which have to be on call all the time. There's no reason for you to keep picking up your phone. This is why one of my relationships messed up in the first place. I kid you not. I'm with my significant other, and her phone keeps ringing. And it's a homegirl. She's going through man problems. She keeps calling her. What? Why do you keep calling her? And then every time she calls her, it trickles down to us. Whatever problem she's going through, after my shorty hangs up the phone, she starts asking me stupid questions that involve her situation. Would you? Or would you ever do this? Would you? I'm like, yo, this is not us. This is her. She's a mutant ninja turtle. She's already ugly. And I'm not trying to like talk. I'm not trying to sound messed up. But she's already ugly. So she cling to you because you're good looking and she's ugly. I'm not gonna name names or whatever the case may be. But my shorty was banging, point blank. She was banging. I loved her unconditionally. She was banging. And for some weird reason, ugly people always clung to her. She know who she is. By the end of the video, she's gonna know who she is. Cause you know what? By the end of this video, I'm gonna do something. And if she's watching this video, she's gonna know who she is. Alright? But for some weird reason, ugly people clung to her. And she accepted them. I have no problem with that. But my problem is when you bring it home at the house. And you living with me. You live with me. And you bring ugly people's problems home. My man's this. My man's that. And then the crazy part is, I'm looking at all of her friends, and they're butt ass ugly. I mean, real talk, they're like super ugly. You can't find uglier people other than the people she was chilling with. They were super ugly, and I'm like looking at her like, how come you're not around attractive people? Like, what? You're not ugly. Hell, I got mad. This is another story, but I'm gonna bring it up right now. I got mad one day. She came to the house, and she had an earring in her nose. I was like, what the fuck? What the heck did you do to yourself? What the hell did you do to your face? I'm like, yo, and I'm angry, but I can't say nothing because it's her body. She got the right to do whatever she want to do. But I'm pissed. I'm really, really pissed off right now. And like, I can't really say anything. Like I said, it's her body. But it's whatever. So now I'm looking at her and I'm angry. And I asked her, I said, why'd you get the earring in your nose? Oh, I wanted to. Whatever. I was like, you're already pretty. You're beautiful. You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my entire life. Why are you altering your face? What the hell? What's the point of that? You're already beautiful. There's no reason for you to mess your face up. You're doing it for no reason. But you see a rapper with it, and all of a sudden you see Tupac with it, and that's her favorite rapper. And you put an earring in your nose? Are you crazy? That doesn't make sense. You're naturally beautiful. I'm not saying that's the only reason I got with her, but that's why I got with her. You're naturally beautiful. There's no reason for you to alter your face. That pissed me off. And then I can't say nothing to her because it's her body. A woman can do whatever she wants with it. But watching her every day, it got me madder. Madder and madder. Every day I watched her face, I got really angry. Because when I got with you, this is not what I saw. Well, where did this come from? That's like if she got with me and then like out of nowhere I got a whole face tattoo. Like my whole face just tattooed up. I can't get mad at her if she decided to leave me because she's like, I can't deal with this. And that's how I felt. You're naturally beautiful. Me looking at the earring in her nose was like a booger. Like every day I talked to her, it was like a booger in her nose. And it irritated me every single day. Not a day went by where it did not irritate me. She would be talking to me and I would get really aggravated. And she would not understand why. And I did not want to like voice my opinion because it's her body. She chose to do what she wanted to do. But it really, really did upset me. Kool-Aid, just in case you guys are wondering. But I felt a ways about it. I didn't voice my opinion and didn't say nothing. I probably said something once, and then when I did say something, she said the same thing I knew she was gonna say. It's my body, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Then I started to just not care. Like, honestly speaking, I started to just not care. She would say stuff I just ignore. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't want to look in her direction. Because looking in her direction, I gotta look at it, and it's gonna piss me off. So rather than me getting mad and then giving her like negative energy, I wasn't even around her anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that little thing started up a lot of stuff. And I could not voice my opinion because it's her body. But that little small thing, I didn't want to be around her anymore. At all. Because I have to look at her face and I got to see that stupid earring in her nose. And it pissed me off. And then she want to throw in my face, you got tons of earrings. You got earrings in your nose and earrings everywhere else. And I was like, yeah, but it's not in my face. It's not on my face. You understand? You still got to look at my face. Right? And according to her, she likes my face. So I'm not going to do anything to alter my face for her to not like my face. And to me, she is naturally beautiful. She's naturally beautiful. Point blank. Why you get a nose ring for? For what? 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 And then you expect me to treat you the same? I can't treat you the same. Everything is different now. How is it the same? It's never going to be the same. My opinion of you is different now. But for some weird reason, people don't take that into consideration. The person that you're with has to look at you all the time. That's why I keep my weight down. I'm not going to get obese again ever. Look what I'm eating. Roasted chicken. Waffle french fries. Broccoli. You understand? I could be eating some crazy big meal or whatever. And then my weight's going to fluctuate and get big again. And then guess what? I have to work it off again. So I choose to have a solid diet. I choose to have a solid meal plan. I meal prep. You understand what I'm saying? Because the person that I'm with has to look at me. It's not just for myself. It's for the person I'm with. It's for my kids too. Like, I'm not going to name names, but I remember one of my little cousins was like, could you go to parent teachers with me? And I was like, why? I don't want my parent to go. I'm not going to say names. I don't want my parent to go. I was like, why? And then my cousin was like, because they call her big fat such and such. So I was like, wow. They call her big fat lady. So I was like, what? Like, I froze mentally, like, just listening to it was like, what? And then she was like, they call her big fat lady. And I just thought about it for a minute and was like, wow. And I understood what she was talking about. Because, you know, like on parent teachers night, you don't want anybody coming up to school for you. You want a parent that looks awesome. Or you want an uncle or aunt that looks awesome. They look cool as hell. So if they bump into one of your friends, you're like, yo, this my uncle. You know, this my aunt. This my dad right here. You know what I mean? I remember the times my daughter would be like, this my dad. This my dad. And then they would see me. And then her friends would look at me and be like, that's your dad? Are you sure? Are you sure? They would literally like look at me, are you sure? And then I would say, And they would walk up to me, are you her dad? I was like, yeah. And I'm wearing Vans. I'm wearing skinny jeans. I got my little white shirt on, or I got like a black shirt on, and they're like, "Nah, you are not her dad." I said, "Who am I?" She said, and they would ask me, "You got to be like her brother, or you got to be like her uncle, or something like that." I was like, "No, I'm a dad," and they would look at me, "Wow." So I would always ask them, "What's the problem?" And they would tell me, "You don't look like a dad. You're like a cool uncle." And I was like, "What?" So then one of them would, yo, I swear on everything. One of them told me, "You're like a black Uncle Jesse." My mind froze. I said, "A black Uncle Jesse?" And they were like, "Yeah, Full House." I said, "I know what Full House is. I'm surprised you know what Full House is." And they was like, "The new Full House. They watch it on Netflix." I said, "I grew up watching Full House. I think I'm a '90s kid, not a '90s baby. I'm an '80s baby, but I'm a '90s kid. You understand?" And then when they said Full House, Uncle Jesse, I was like, "What the hell?" They said, "I am an Uncle Jesse." And I was like, "Wow." And I thought like it was just that one person. But then all of her friends were like, "Yo, I kid you not. My name is Just Blaze. My name is Justin. My name, but Just, Justin, Just Blaze." They'll be like, "Uncle J." And I'm like, "Where'd that come from?" And then like my daughter would be like, "Dad, just go with it." Or she'd be like, "Dad, just leave it." I was like, "All right." Janiyah, my daughter, she'd be like, "Dad, just leave it." And then one of her homeboys is gay. One of her homeboys, not a problem with it. I have gay friends. Not a problem with it. One of her homeboys, we was all at what was it, Pizza Hut or something like that? What was it, Domino's or Pizza Hut? I can't even remember what it was. So then it was a cluster of girls, and it was him. So then I was like, I got y'all. I'm buying the pizzas. We having fun anyway. They outside because they have a dance thing that they do because they in a dance group. So then after they finished their routine, I said, "I got y'all. Let's go get some pizzas." One of my friends was like, when we got there, I said, "What do everybody want as toppings?" Everybody was like chicken, beef, mushrooms, such and such, such and such, such and such. Her, her homeboy, the gay guy, which is cool, because he's chilled as hell. Like, yeah. He was like, pineapples. And then all of us just looked at him like, what? Like, what? Like, pineapples? Like, pineapples? Like, I've never heard of that. Like, I've heard of it on TV. But in real life, I was like, what? Pineapples? I said, "Are you really going to eat this, man? Because I don't want to buy it and you're not going to eat it." And then all the females was like, "I'm not eating that." I'm not eating that. And like, all of them. It's not like if one of them was like, "Yeah, I'm going to eat it too." None of them was like, "I'm not eating that." I said, "How many pizzas you going to eat?" They probably 3 or 4. So I was like, "All right, like, pineapple, like 3 or 4, whatever." They're like, "We can't do that. It got to be on half." So I was like, "Oh, I was like, you got me on half." I was like, "You know what? All right, do it." And then like we got to the crib, and then I took a slice of one of it. I was like, "Yo, this is pretty good." I was like, "This is pretty good." And I would have dismissed it before, but then I was like, "This is pretty awesome." And it mentally messed me up. I don't know. It mentally messed me up. I didn't know how to feel after that. I was like, "Damn, my taste buds is different now." You got the sweet with the, I don't know. That's like me eating French fries with soy sauce. Some people be like, "Ew." You gotta try it. Soy sauce, hot sauce, and ketchup. It's amazing. I don't know. I veered off of everything I was saying, but like this was just like a story that messed me up. That's just like Shorty. She put me on like seafood, this guy put me on a pineapples on pizza. You understand? It just kind of like it took me to another location I didn't think I'd even be. I can't even explain it. But I'm about to end this video. And then I'm gonna do what I always do. Every video I make, I show it to my dad because I'm not editing anything. I don't edit nothing. My daughter's off living her life. Until she popped back up, I'm not editing anything because she was my editor. I'm gonna give this video to my dad. I'm gonna show him the video. If it's something he might watch, then it's something I'm gonna put out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat though. Because everybody probably like, yo, you ain't eating nothing, you just talking. But like I said, I don't know if I said this at the beginning. Yeah, I probably did. But I'm gonna say it again. Happy birthday to my brother, Marvin Cox in Rhode Island. Happy birthday to my cousin, Siobhan Coudray, aka Siobhan Cox in Trinidad. Not Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad. She's not in Tobago, she's in Trinidad. Princess Town. Y'all understand? All right. And I want to say a shout out to my Auntie Joycelyn. Hell, I want to give a shout out to my Auntie Marion too. Out there in Canada. She took me to my first Raptors game. You know, the Raptors, the Canadian basketball team. Their very, very, very first game that they have ever played, she took me and my brother and my cousins to. Their first game. It was not like the playoffs or nothing like that, but it was the first game. How many people could say that? You went to their very first game ever, and I'm pretty sure they won one of the championships or something like that. So that's something to talk about. My Auntie Marion, big up, respect, I love you. Like, because I'm a quiet person, and I normally don't tell people how I feel. And that probably pissed people off a lot. But if you grew up where I grew up, and how I grew up, you would already know you can't really just tell people how you feel. I am in Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn, East New York. Brooklyn Flatbush. You know what I mean? East Flatbush. I mean, like, they don't play out there. They don't play. Like, real talk. Feelings? You keep that to yourself. They do not play out there. Brooklyn, East New York in the 90s. East Flatbush in the 90s. They don't play. They don't care about your feelings. I seen somebody get robbed with a dog. The guy had a dog and he robbed somebody. And the dog, like, on command, he'd be like, hey, we call him Rusty. Anytime he said Rusty, the dog would just start barking. On command. There was no time for feelings. You had to grow up ridiculously fast in that era. So if I don't show my feelings, that's why. It's not because I'm trying to be an a-hole. It's just the way I grew up, there was no time for you to have feelings for anything. I'm about to cut this video off. Even though I still got more food, I'm going to finish it. I'm still a fat guy at heart. I got to finish my plate. There's no way in hell I'm not going to. But before I go, I said at the very beginning, for the person that I was with and I missed them. And I'm sorry everything went the way it went. And I wish it was different. I ain't gonna lie, I wish we were still together. Well, I said I was gonna represent it by doing something. So I'm gonna do something crazy. She know who she is, so I don't gotta say her name. But I'm gonna do something crazy, something I would not normally do at all. But she know who she is. 6684. She know who she is. I'm gonna do something that I would not normally do. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Y'all ready for it? Here you go. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. This is her robe she used to wear. Like, I'm back. This is her robe she used to wear. All right. So, you know who you are without me having to say your name, without me embarrassing myself. I'm not doing that. This is her robe that was left here. All right. I thought I was gonna do something crazy to let that person know. I am. I'm not gonna take it off neither. I'm gonna end this video. Hold on. I'm gonna end this video with her robe on. And I'm gonna say at the end of the video, I miss you. And I wish things didn't go the way it did. But I do miss you. Peace. Bye, Blazing Nation! I love you. I love all you guys. I love my big brother Marvin Cox. I love my cousin Siobhan Cox, aka Siobhan Kudre. I love my kids, Janaya, Marcel, and Talasia. And the person that's on this, I love you too. Later.